data, even recently, that poverty has been cut in half in Jamaica. And there are some people who will play upon the misunderstanding and say, the price is still high at supermarket. You're talking about poverty gone down and food price still high. That might be the case. But what is it that we are talking about when we say poverty gone down? There is something called the poverty line. The minimum amount of goods that a household should consume. And if you consume below that, then you are considered to be poor. The minimum amount is somewhere in the region of about $280,000 worth of goods a year. Before, approximately 16% of Jamaicans live at or below the poverty line. Today, only 8% of Jamaican adults live at or below the poverty line. So what that means is that more people have more money to live above the minimum poverty line. That is a massive achievement. And how did we do that? We increased the minimum wage 4 times. We move it from somewhere in the region of about $6,000, now the minimum wage is $15,000. And you can expect that it will go up again. We increase the path benefit. We put on something called the social pension. And by the way, this is the only government to have ever given back to people who pay tax. We give you back some of the tax we give it. Some of you got the benefit from what was called the reverse tax credit, where you got back $20,000 in your pocket. And that is how we have been working strategically in direct ways to have an impact on poverty. As workers of the party, these are statistics, data, information that you must have. So when them tackle you out there, you can tell them, say, my government reduced poverty to the lowest level it has been in over 30 years. And what is our objective? Our objective is to make sure that no Jamaican is below the poverty line. In other words, it is the objective of your government to remove absolute poverty from Jamaica. My commitment to you, your government's commitment to you, is that we are going to lift every single Jamaican out of absolute poverty. We are going to lift every Jamaican above the poverty line. That is what we're going to do. And we can do it as we make the commitment that we are going to drive the murder rate down to below 800, and we're going to keep it there. We are going to make Jamaica safe again. So I say to you, the workers, that we must make our calling and election sure. This meeting is a business meeting. This meeting is a thank you meeting. But this meeting is also about getting you mentally ready and prepared. An election can be called at any time. At any time. But we're not going to rush into an election. We're going to make sure that whatever information gaps exist, we correct them. We're going to make sure that our workers are prepared and motivated. We're going to make sure that you do your canvas. We're going to make sure that you do your house to house. We're going to make sure that all the people who you can't find on the voters list, that you go out here and check and find them. We're going to make sure that before you call an election, all our workers must touch base with the voters in their community. That is what we mean when we say we're going to make the calling of the election sure. So I'm not in any hit or miss, any joke business. We have worked too hard to bring Jamaica to where it is to gamble and uncertainty. We have a choice, and I know that all of you here have made the right choice to choose Jamaica, to choose the Jamaica Labour Party. Now I urge you, our long-serving, hard-working, dedicated workers, to go out there now and become like the apostles. To go there and campaign. Find your neighbor and explain to them why they must make the choice to vote for the Jamaica Labour Party. I urge you, the hard-working, dedicated workers of Southwest St. Elizabeth. You have a good MP. Come here, Floyd. You have a hard-working MP. He loves the party a little bit too much. But he means well. And he's working hard, I know it. He's diligent. And I know that Floyd will be victorious whenever that election is on. So, I want you to keep your eyes and ears open. I want you to follow my social media page. Look out for the meeting them. Look out for the information that we put out. You will be able to read and see what is coming. You will get the fever and the spirit when it